Hello guys and welcome to the Shadow Realm. My name is Fotis and I'll be your host today as we are showcasing one of my favorite decks in the game, and in fact the only deck I play IRL, and that's Heroes. Before we get started, I would like to thank my dear friend Stratos for giving me the opportunity to feature my deck profile, and also I would like to inform you about the channel's Discord server which I moderate, where we talk all things Yu-Gi-Oh and more. Be sure to check the link down in the description since we are planning on hosting different kinds of events in the near future. Let's not waste a single second and get straight into the deck profile. First of all, I play 2 copies of Elemental Hero Stratos. I really like him at 2 at the moment, but I'm planning on going to 1 in the near future. He is a good normal summon in the deck that searches whatever hero we need, usually Faris, to get our combo going. I also play 2 copies of Shadow Mist. She is essentially the main searcher of the deck and gives us access to Darklo. Continuing on, I play 1 copy of Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier and 1 copy of Elemental Hero Honest Neos. I've seen many people run Liquid Soldier at 2, I see no point to it since the effect is once per turn and I usually commit to the draw effect except from the times that I really wanna go into Darklo while setting it up with Shadow Mist in the graveyard. For our Vision Heroes we play 3 Vision Hero Faris, the extender of the deck, 2 Vision Hero Vyon, which we get through Faris, and 2 Vision Hero Increase. I don't play 1 Increase, I tried it and I would consider playing it only if I played 3 Vyon. The case here is that I want this combo to go off, but with 2 Vyon in the deck I would rather go into the combo than risk to draw my 1 of Increase and shut the whole combo off. Next up, for my Destiny Hero package and my favorite sub-archetype of the deck, I play 2 Malicious. I love this guy, and now the 3rd Mali with a different name. That's Destiny Hero Denier. This card is awesome. Konami found a way at last for heroes to play a 3rd Malicious in the deck without actually playing a 3rd copy. He initiates a lot of combos and recovers D heroes, which personally I play a slightly bigger number in the deck. And continuing on, I play the main boss monster of the deck, 1 Destiny Hero Plasma, and at last we play 1 Destiny Hero Decider and 1 Destiny Hero Drawhand. Decider is a really good card. He recovers resources from the graveyard such as the 2nd copy of Honest and even prepares our plays for the next turn. Now Drawhand is an absolute beast of a card. Since we main Droll, he has a combo that comes up often where we go for double Darklo, and even with 1 Darklo in the field, he can trigger both Droll and Darklo and gives us a +1 while hand ripping the opponent. If double Darklo is on the field, we can hand rip him for 2, and in special occasions we can even hand rip him for 3, and that's something we shouldn't sleep on. We will showcase the combo later on. Last but not least, I play the 1 copy of Evil Hero Adusted Gold. This, I should mention, is a going first deck, and while I'm maining this guy, we have options if we lose the dice roll or as a last resort on our next turn. The thing with Bane is that it has protections, and if you summon him, your opponent needs to find a way to get rid of him. The Evil Heroes were a gift from one of my best friends, and even though I agree that they're cuttable, if you have access to them, I think it's worth playing them. And now for the main deck spells of the deck, we play our fusion spells. 3 Fusion Destiny, everyone is playing it right now, so we're heroes, we're gonna play our in-archetype spell cards. 3 Mass Change. Darklo is a really good boss monster in the deck. There's a combo that I've told you about where we can do double Darklo, and then our 1-offs, 1 Miracle Fusion, 1 Dark Calling, and 1 Polymerization. And then for our search cards, I play 1 Reinforcements of the Army, 1 Emergency Call, and then I play 1 Foolish Burial, which is essentially a searcher in the deck, 1 A Hero Leaves. This card, you draw it, you win the game. I mean, cutting down your lives in half to special summon an elemental hero monster from the deck is insane. You can even summon Stratos, you can even summon Shadow Mist and go for Darklo. I wish we could have this at 2. Please Konami, give us this card at 2, please. 1 copy of Called by the Grave, which is essentially another copy of Crossout Designator. Now we're gonna go through the interruption cards of the deck, where we play 3 Crossout Designator, 2 Droll and Lockbird, 2 Infinite Impermanence, And last but not least, 2 copies of Nibiru the Primal being. The reasons I decided to play Crossout is because this format everyone is playing Fusion Destiny, and since I was already playing Droll in the deck for Drawhand synergy, I thought that maybe we could try Crossout since both Droll and Nibiru kills the deck. This sums up all the cards in the main deck that we're playing, and now we're moving on to the extra deck. Let's start off with the links. We play 1 copy of Wonder Driver, 1 copy of the Decimator, where this guy helps to push for games and also gives us the Dystopia buff for the pop, and 2 copies of Extra Hero Cross Crusader. This is the best extra deck extender, since now with Destiny Hero Denier we can use his effect on summon to special summon Denier and use Denier's effect without wasting his once per duel effect to shuffle Malicious from our banished zone back into the top of the deck, or another Destiny Hero monster that we may need at this point of time. Even shuffling Drawhand is a really good choice, where you can continue on with the hand ripping. And moving on, for our Elemental Hero fusions, we play 1 Elemental Hero Sunrise, 1 Elemental Hero Absolute Zero, and 1 Elemental Hero Escuridao. Sunrise and Zero are pretty standard. Elemental Hero Escuridao helps us under Fusion Destiny, so we can Miracle Fusion into him for an extra body. And now for our Destiny Hero fusions, we play 1 copy of Destiny Hero Dystopia, 1 copy of Destiny Hero Dangerous, and at last 1 copy of Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer is a really good addition in the deck. It helps us play through Nibiru and also is annoying for our opponents to deal with. His first effect, which he debuffs the attack of opponent's monster, is really scary in a hero deck. Heroes can gain attack with multiple ways and can even help Bane to resolve his effect, bringing down monsters that could reach higher attack than Bane. It's an essential part of the deck. Of course, since we mentioned Bane, we play 1 copy of him. This guy has a Raigeki-like effect. Going second, it gives us options. Going first, it gives us a last resort Palan. I'm glad Adusted Gold and Malicious Bane got a reprint, because this is gonna make it more accessible, but as I've mentioned earlier, I do agree that they are cuttable, I just like playing them. That brings us to our must hero lineup, where we play the man himself, Darklaw, 2 copies of him, and we also playing something different here. 1 copy of must hero Anki and 1 copy of must hero Divine Wind. I played an event recently where I went 4-1 in a 15-person locals event, where Anki won me the game since it was last minute and I couldn't go for Dystopia burn, and baited a negate from my opponent, went straight into the battle phase and attacked him directly with Anki's effect, winning the 3rd match versus Darkling. Now, Divine Wind is a special guy. I prefer him over Blast, since most of the times you go through him for Stratos' effect to resolve. That said, he stays on the field and it cannot be destroyed by battle, and if your opponent doesn't get rid of him before battle phase, he can only attack with 1 monster this turn. I know Blast's effect is a quick effect, but for his effect to matter, he has to survive past turn 2, and I already mentioned this is a going first deck. And now we're gonna showcase some test hands with a current build. Let me just give this deck a shuffle first. Okay, now with this hand we're gonna attempt to go for the Darklaw loop combo. So I'll do this now. I'm gonna go for normal summoning Vyon, activate his effect. His effect will trigger to send Mist to the graveyard. Activate Mist's effect to add as a hero monster. We're going to add a Faris to our hand. Now, having these cards, we're gonna activate Faris, sending Drawhand to the graveyard. Special summoning Faris. Activate his effect to set increase from our deck to the field. It's really interesting here because we actually have both the mass changes in our hand. So what we're gonna do is, we're at 2 summons right now, so we can play it safe and go this way under Dark Law, but we're gonna overextend a bit in order to show you the full combo potential. We're gonna go and do this. Activating Increase, sending Faris to the graveyard, special summon him, and then, in order to not screw up the combo for later turns, we're gonna special summon another Increase on our field. Now, we're gonna use this to go into Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader's effect will activate to special summon a Destiny Hero monster from our graveyard. We have Drawhand. I'm gonna special summon this guy, and then on summon, he's gonna trigger his effect. His effect says that both we and our opponent draws 1 card, but we're gonna chain. We're gonna chain mass change to him. To Vyon though. It's chain 1, chain 2. Law will come to the field. And now his Drawhand, Drawhand's effect will activate. We're cutting in half to draw 1 card. Now we drew 1 card. Law's effect activates to rip him 1 card from the hand. We could have, in this particular instance, we could have both used the mass change, but we need the Cross Crusaders effect. So at this point, our opponent has again 5 cards in their hand, but we already ripped 1 and banished it. So, and we are +1. Now, we're gonna use Cross Crusaders effect to send Drawhand to the graveyard for us to get normal summon. We have this graveyard and this hand. Now we're gonna end phase here, and then before we're ending the phase, we're gonna set the mass change here. Now we're gonna end phase on our opponent's standby phase. Drawhand's effect will activate to special summon back into the field. We're gonna chain again mass change for Dark Law. We're gonna put it in defense in case of lightning storms, you never know. And now Drawhand's effect is chain 1, so we have to draw again, both us and our opponent. Well, if we draw a Droll now, it's game over for our opponent, of course. We draw Impermanence, it's good. Most of the time you can draw into Droll and then it goes. Let's say in order to showcase the combo, let's say we drew Droll, or we had Droll in our hand. Let's say we drew Droll. At this point, both these guys will trigger. So it's 1 and 2 bunnies, and at resolution we draw them. So what we have done right now is given ourselves 2 extra cards and ripped our opponent 3 cards in total. and they have to get through both these guys. This was the combo I was telling you before. I think Drawhand is a really good guy in the deck. You could have done the double Dark Glow even without opening too much changes in hand, but you were gonna go to Wonder Driver and go through this line. And we also have Nibiru in case he goes through this under after 5 summons, because I mean he's gonna have to go into the Nibiru area, and also have some battle protection against Darkglow since we have Honest News in hand. This was the deck profile, guys. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe and leave a comment down below telling us your opinion about the deck. Signing out.